guys, and welcome to a little bit of a spin-off from my feature for the latest and greatest player homes. This is just a spin-off from episode 1, and it's a closer look at the Hammerfell border house. There are a couple of key little features that I didn't mention in the other video because they would take quite a long time really, basically. So I wanted to focus on them a little bit more in this video. I'm just stood in pretty much the courtyard area of the house here. And the first thing you'll notice on my right is a well. Now, quite a few things in this house are actually really quite useful. So, if for example, I can use the well and get 200 water, which will increase my stamina by 10 points for 300 seconds, and restore 3 points of stamina per second for 5 seconds. So, that's quite a cool little feature that the well is usable. Also, over here, there is a beehive, which we can search and get some bees or some honeycombs out of. Nice little wooden gate here as well, which you can open and close, and say hello to the little goat. Hello, right. And there's also, as usual, a grain mill, which you can use to make a sack of flour, which is quite cool. Nice little features there. I'm not entirely sure what sacks of flour are used for. Maybe in other cooking ingredients, probably. If we head up the stairs here, and up again, we get to our nice little garden area and our nice little oven. So let's go to the oven first. We can use the oven to cook food. Same sort of things as you get like cooking pot type things, but a bit more things like sweet rolls, potato bread, so pastries and breads and things. So it's quite cool. I love that little feature. I like the oven actually. I like the animation as well for taking stuff in and out. I think that's pretty cool. See, there's quite a few ingredients here on the side as well, which is quite nice. And here we have some soil to plant some crops and some ingredients. So you click on the soil, and it opens a list of things that you can add to it. So I'm going to add some blue mountain flower. So I think this is from my ingredients selection in your inventory. So I'm going to grow that, and you see a little hump appeared there, just where I planted that. Let's see if I can plant any more in here. I think you can only plant one per area. Okay, item planted. So there's no little hump just there as well. So that's 2 things planted in there. Let's go and see if I can activate the other one from the other side. I'll plant something different this time. I'll plant something that I can't get often. White caps can get loads of white caps. I'm going to plant some death bell. I can get them a couple of items, but let's plant some of that. See that little hump appears there, and that's how you know that you've planted the item. So we're going to come back to this a little later and see if they've grown. So we're just on the bottom floor of the house now, and one of the things that's cool about this area is the fireplace is lightable. So I can just light it just like that, and it removes 5 firewood. And lights up the stove nicely, so I can start using the cooking spit, which is cool. And over here in the corner we have a butter churner, so I can use that to churn butter, but I don't have any milk. But I could have picked some up from upstairs, but some just here as well. And now I've got butter, so that's pretty cool. And this bar here is fully stocked with lots of stuff, which is quite nice. And there's a nice little recipe here for charos pie, which is quite cool. So let's just head up the stairs and check out the first floor. Okay, so we're just on the first floor now, and I really want to just look at this bookshelf and storage area here. So the top shelf acts as your bookshelf, which is quite cool. And then further down we have an area for soul gems and scrolls, potions, and on the bottom shelf notes and journals, and also alchemy supplies. I just like the nice little simplicity of it, and I like the nice layout as well. It's quite nice. And the only other thing I want to point out here is these awesome dragon figurines. I just really like these. I mentioned these in the other video as well, and I'm just going to go back to them because I think they're pretty cool. And I do like them set out there on that shelf. It's really quite nice. Okay, so let's jump back outside. Okay, so I'm just in the small town of Falkreath. There is a dragon attacking somewhere in the sky, but I'm going to ignore him for the slight moment, because what I'm going to really look at is this signpost to the side. And this is a... oh god, he's getting close. This is a travel to the border house little teleporter, which is quite nice. So I'm just going to press the activate button and get out of the way of this dragon. And hey presto, you're transported back to the border house, and it's really quite nice. It means you don't have to keep making that little trek all the way up the path, and it does seemingly sort of break the immersion if you like to travel everywhere, but I kind of feel like it feels more like using a carriage where like the signpost is directing you down the path and you've just travelled there. So it's really quite cool. So now I've just been there and back, and that's taken a little bit of time. Let's go and check if anything's grown in the garden at the top. Has he come and followed me as well? Brilliant. Dragon to spoil my day. Oh, so yeah, we've got the blue mountain flowers grown, the bleeding crown, and then also the death bell. So that's really quite nice. I do like that you can grow your own things. That's really quite nice. And the fact that obviously you can get ingredients that are really quite hard to find sometimes. So what you can do is just grow them yourself. That's really cool. So that's probably all I have on this mod, the Hammerfell border house. Please check out the previous video where I did cover another player home as well. A link will be provided to that. And once again guys, thanks for watching.